Hi everyone, it's Michael. I wanted to do a different type of video today, tonight. It's 10 o'clock at night. Um, I, a few months ago, I posted some photos to my Facebook page about cashews. So this is a cashew nut, cashew seed actually. The nut is inside. And this is the cashew fruit. It's also known as a cashew apple. And I got a lot of questions, and a lot of people were shocked to see that the cashew was attached to a fruit. And I will be perfectly honest, I love cashews. I've always loved cashews and always took them for granted. Living in the States, I would just buy a bag, eat them, and not think about it. My first trip to Brazil in 2002, and I went into a green market and I saw this. And I was like, huh? So I was just as surprised and shocked as a lot of other people. This is not a fruit that I think is even grown in the States. Maybe in Florida, maybe down south. It is a tropical fruit. But my friend Paula on Facebook wanted to know what the inside looked like. So I had to wait for cashew season. And it has been cashew season for a few weeks now. And I have honestly, every Saturday morning, I have gone to the green market here in town, gotten my weekly lettuce and tomatoes and everything else, and have picked up a package of these. They normally come in a little styrofoam package with 2 or 3 cashew fruits with the intention of doing this video, and they end up rotting, and I do end up with the cashew seeds, but no video. So anyway, I wanted to explain to you guys a little bit about this fruit, since so many people were asking. In Portuguese, we call this Cashew, C-A-J-U. It's really a fruit grown in Brazil and also very much in India. This part is the fruit which is edible, or we make it into juice. I love to make this, make a juice with. This has an odd flavor. I'll be honest. It takes a little bit to get used to. Maybe because I'm not from here and my taste buds just aren't used to this taste. I like to mix this with maracujá, which is passion fruit, which is this fruit, and this will be another video. This is like my favorite fruit here. This is the cashew seed. Inside the seed is the cashew nut. So inside here, okay, so I will take this off, okay. There is, the seed is inside here, and it's surrounded on the inside by an oily substance, which has a name and I don't remember it, but it's surrounded by an oily liquid. The problem is that if I crack this open, if the liquid inside gets on my skin, it causes a rash like poison ivy. And that's because I found out today from my Uncle Google, my Chio Google, that cashew is actually from the same family as poison ivy, which I never knew. Although this does grow as a tree. The fruit hangs down like this with the nut on the bottom. But I digress. Anyway, the liquid inside, if it touches your skin, it can cause a rash like poison ivy. And if it's eaten, it can be fatal to some people. So there are a lot of people in Brazil and India that harvest this, and they don't always work under the best conditions, but they have to get this cracked open, which is normally done, I believe, with roasting this so that it cracks open, or soaking it in water until it cracks open. Then they get the cashew nut inside out. The cashew nut has to be cleaned well and also roasted or steamed, because if they just clean the cashew nut but they don't remove all the oil and you ingest it, it could be fatal, or you could get, I don't know, a rash on the inside of your mouth or something. I don't know. But, so that's why this is the used part. Although the fruit is really good and can be used and eaten, I can cut this open. Let me cut this open for Paula because, you know, she's dying to know what the inside looks like. So this is the inside of a cashew fruit. It's firm. There's not much juice to this. It's a little bit, but it's not dripping with juice. I do cut this up and I put this into a blender with some sugar and some water and some of the passion fruit also, and I make a juice out of it. This fruit actually has more vitamin C than an orange, believe it or not. It's a really, really healthy fruit. The problem is because the skin is very soft, the fruit itself is very soft, it doesn't last very long on the shelf. It's very difficult to export. So if you've seen this in the States, you're lucky. Maybe someone brought it to you or maybe someone's growing it. But I never ever saw this in the States as a fruit growing up. I don't believe that it's exported outside of the countries that it is grown. I did some research because I was curious to know if I can plant this seed. And below I have some links to two videos. One is a video of a woman, I believe in India, that shows you how she makes juice using the cashew. And in another video, it's a guy that explains how to grow the cashew seed. And he says to soak them in water for a couple of hours. So I do have 8. These are the older seeds because I've been buying these for a few weekends now. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8 seeds that are a little bit older. I'm going to let these soak in water overnight. I'm going to plant these tomorrow and see if they sprout. And then I have these other 6 seeds from the last 2 weeks, and then this seed and another one that I will also plant. But these are the newer ones. So I will come back with another video to give you a progress report on if I am growing cashew trees. And from what I understand, they grow pretty tall and take up a lot of room, so I probably wouldn't end up growing it here. But if they actually do sprout, I will try to find someone in town that has some land and that would like to maybe grow cashews and hopefully get some fruit down the road. Anyway, so this is cashew. I hope this was a little interesting. Maybe you guys learned something like I did many years ago. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If I can answer them, I will. I'll be back again with another video on the passion fruit or the maracujá. And if I can find other fruits or vegetables that I know are from here, I will be back with those videos also. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know, like, subscribe, and I will talk to you again soon. Thanks a lot.